depend like check. Yeah, it is. Alright, just keep it back. Actually. Welcome to another episode of It Is in You. Alright, and always remember, guys, it is nowhere else but in you. Yes. As Valentine's approaching, we have one day left for Valentine's celebration. It's all about celebrating love. And when I talk about love, I'm talking about genuine and unconditional love. All right? So, yes, Valentine's is around the corner and it's all about love. But today we are going to focus on a very important topic. But before we dive into it, let us check in, guys. Wherever you are in the world and you are watching It's in You TV, I hope that you are having a wonderful day, and I hope that you will have a wonderful Valentine's and you will have a wonderful celebration and a happy weekend as you celebrate Valentine's with your loved ones, with your partner, with your friends. Please be careful and celebrate safely. Wherever you plan to go, whatever your plans are for the Valentine's, please be safe out there, guys. And as I said, we're celebrating love. And in this moment of celebrating Valentine's, there is one peculiar person who are most important and deserve all the love in the world. And guess who that is? You. Yes, it's you. Because when you learn to love yourself, you know how to love others around you. So thank you guys for tuning in wherever you are. Please check in. And I want you to also share your comments in the comment section. Let us know how your Valentine's planning and everything is going on with you. And I hope that you will have a wonderful Valentine. Yes, my It's in You TV family. Welcome back to another exciting episode. I am so excited tonight to indulge in this topic, and it's all about self-esteem. And I see it very important to talk to us about self-esteem as we celebrate Valentine's, because I don't want you to lose focus of yourself and focusing too much on other things, and you are left drained and you're not pampering yourself and you're not giving yourself that self-love. I want you to take care of yourself first, and then you can take care of others around. You can take care of your family, your partner, and your co-workers, whoever it is. You can take care of them. You will have the mental state of mind. You will have the strength and the vigor and the know-how, the knowledge, the experience, how to show your fellow brothers and sisters, families, friends, loved ones, partners, true love. Because you love yourself first. That's very important, guys. And guess what? Let's indulge right into the topic right now, guys, without any further ado. Self-esteem. As you hear the word self-esteem, what comes to your mind? What do you think about self-esteem? What does it matters to you? Right? How important self-esteem is to you? Share your comment right down there so I can see them. All right? What you think about self-esteem and how self-esteem helps to build your life, right? So guys, what is self-esteem really is, what it is, and what it's not. Okay, self-esteem is how you value yourself, how you see yourself. All right, and so before we even go any further, do you have a mirror at home? I think you have one, or you have more than one. Before we even continue, I want you to pause, leave me here alone, and I want you to find a mirror, or if you want to use your phone, yes, you have your phone camera, and I want you to look on your beautiful self, and I want you to tell, because it's Valentine's, so we're going to love ourselves first before we can show love to others. And I want you to tell yourself, look in the mirror and say, whatever your name is, I want you to mention your name. Don't forget to call your name. Okay, and this is how the activity is going to be. So I'm Jermaine. Jermaine, you are so beautiful and I love you so much. You are compassionate about yourself. You love yourself. And when you love yourself and you're passionate about yourself, you knows how to share that love. Okay? So self-esteem is how you see and value yourself. A lot of us, we don't value ourselves. We don't respect ourselves. We don't give ourselves any credit at all. And it is so bad for our development. Self-development is very bad. You need to respect yourself. You need to give credit to yourself. And you need to value yourself. Self-esteem, it is not arrogance. It's not ego or thinking I am better than everybody else. That's not self-esteem. It's not. Right? Thinking that I'm better than everybody else is not self-esteem, guys. It's really not. Okay? Self-esteem, respect. It's all about respect. Self-acceptance. You respect yourself. Self-acceptance. You accept yourself and knowing your worth. Not only today, but tomorrow, but next month, and the next 2 weeks down the line, and next year. Okay? You're going to respect yourself. You're going to have self-acceptance. Accept yourself for who you are. And always knowing your worth. No matter what anyone else says. No matter what anybody else think. No matter what is going through the mind of someone else about you. It's all about knowing your worth. Accepting yourself. That is true self-esteem. The next thing, you don't have to be perfect to be valuable. Don't try to be perfect to be valuable. You don't have to. Just do your best. That's all you need to do. That's what makes you valuable as a human being. Right? That's what makes you valuable. Not being perfect, not trying to be perfect, but to do your best. Now, as we indulge in the topic, ask yourself, where does low self-esteem comes from? Because you see, if we have some very low self-esteem, we need to find out where they arrive from. Where did they come from? Where this low self-esteem come from? Let me search myself. Question yourself. If you have very low self-esteem, you don't believe in yourself, you don't trust in yourself, you don't value yourself, you need to ask yourself where it comes from. And this is what happens sometimes. And this is what causes some of us to have very low self-esteem. And it's when we compare ourselves to others. And especially online. We love to compare ourselves with people online. Right? That is one of the place where low self-esteem comes from, when we learn to compare and practice to compare ourselves with others. Stop comparing yourself with others. Remember that you are special. You are one you, and you are unique. So don't ever compare yourself with other people, because you are special. It's one you. Alright? Always remember that. Where does it come from? Past criticism, failure, or rejection. The moment we fail, we don't know how to use those failures and turn them into something positive. Alright? We indulge in past criticism, the bad things and the negative things that people have, society have to say about us and think about us. Thank you so much for your comment. Thank you guys, and thank you so much for tuning in. So where's low self-esteem comes from? I continue to say past criticism. We indulge. We think about the bad things people criticize about us with. We focus on our failures too much, or rejection. Some of us, we cannot endure rejection. We don't want to be rejected. We don't want to be refused. If we are rejected, our self-esteem gets so low. But we need to focus on those failures and use them in a positive way instead of lowering our self-esteem. What good can I turn out of this thing that society deem as negative? All right? The next thing again, guys, as I say, stop focusing on the failure, because when you focus on failure too much, it lowers your self-esteem. Another important thing, negative self-talk. How many times you talk so much negative things to yourself, to your system, to your inner being? How many times have you talked negative things to yourself instead of talking something very positive? Like, for example, I'm not good enough. Stop saying those things to yourself, right? Because when you say these things to yourself, you're prophesying those things to yourself. You're prophesying negative things to yourself instead of prophesying positive things to yourself. Okay? So, like saying, I'm not good enough. We're not going to say that again. We are good enough. So let's take those things out of our vocabulary. I'm not good enough. It's not supposed to be there. We need to wipe that out, because that lowers our self-esteem. Right? I can't do this. No, you can. And I believe you can. And I know you can. So don't tell me, or don't tell yourself, I can't do this. All we need to do is make a little start. Make a step towards it. And tell yourself, I am going to try. Okay? I am going to try. Next thing is, low self-esteem is something that is learned, as I was saying before. You're always getting up and you're saying negative things about yourself. You are talking negative things to yourself. You're reasoning negative thoughts into your head, into your mind, and into your thoughts. It is learned. It is a behavior. Okay? Low self-esteem is something that is learned. And anything that I learned, I can unlearn them. I don't have to keep practicing them. I don't have to keep saying those negative things to myself. I can turn the page and I can start saying positive things to myself. Okay? Now, self-talk is very powerful. Whether it may be positive or negative, you are going to get the result. If you instill positive words and an affirmation to yourself, your self-esteem is going to grow past the limit. Believe me, skyrocket. And nothing or anything can ever stop you from achieving or can lower your self-esteem from where you want it to be. So the power of self-talk, it is very important, right? If you're always talking to yourself, as I said, the question of how, right? The question is, how do you talk to yourself? That's very important. You know, that harsh inner voice, right? You're talking to yourself with these negative thoughts. It slowly breaks your confidence. When you talk to yourself in very negative way, it slowly break your confidence. All right? Supportive self-talk. That's what you need. Right? That's what builds resilience. When you talk to yourself in a supportive manner, in a positive manner, when you tell yourself, I can do it. The sky is the limit. Nothing is impossible. That's how you build your self-esteem. Another important point. Self-esteem grows through action. I hope you get that. Self-esteem grows through action. The action word. Doing it. I'm gonna do it. Bam, I'm gonna do it. Yes, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going there. Right? I'm getting this done today. So self-esteem grows through action, not waiting. So if you really need to get something done, you are going to get it done. Right? You tell yourself, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it done. I need to do this today. And I'm going to do it. Right? So confidence doesn't come before trying. Anytime you have something to do and you try it, that's how your confidence builds up. When you try it, when you do it, when you put your hands to the work, when you put in action into your faith. Small wins matters, guys. It matters more than big perfection. Stop focusing on the big perfection and tell yourself, I'm going to try. Just put your faith out there and step towards it. That little small steps, it counts. You don't have to make a big jump. Think about the newborn baby and when they start to creep, right? And when they start to make the first step, they, even if they fall, they try to make that first step. Right? And if they fall, they get up and they start again. So try that little first step. Try. That's how you're going to build your faith and your confidence. When you seem as if it's impossible and you tell yourself, I'm going to try it, and you try it, that's how your confidence builds. That's how self-esteem builds. After trying, after putting it to action. All right? Showing up consistently build trust in yourself. As I said, it is in you. Stop focusing on the outside world and everything else that is surrounding you, and focus on you. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on the goal. Keep your eyes on the direction where you are going, and don't let things around you get you distracted. Okay, showing up. And when I say showing up, I mean showing up for yourself consistently. Build trust in your own self. Every small step is proof that you are capable. Every small steps that you make, it proves that you are capable, and it builds your self-esteem. And the moment you try that first hurdle, and you realize that you were able to manage, you manipulate it good, you try and you overcome it, you get the thing done, man, and you come out victorious. That first step builds your confidence, and now you're geared up and you're powered up and you're charged up and you're ready again for the next task. That's self-esteem, guys. That's what I'm talking about. It is in you. It is right here. It's inside of you. Okay, it's right there. It's nowhere else. It's there. You have to just put it to work. Put it to action. Stop comparing and saying you're behind the scene to someone else's highlights. Stop saying behind the scene of someone else's highlight. Right? People post their best moments, guys. Always remember that. Even social media, people put out their best moments, not their struggles. So stop focusing on that. Comparison, it steals our joy and distorts reality. That's what comparing does. Comparison does. Stop comparison. Stop the comparison. Stop comparing yourself to other people. You are special and unique in your own self. It is one you, guys. So come out of that comparison mindset. Start comparing yourself with others. You are nothing like me. I am nothing like you. You are totally different, and you are special and unique in your own self, in your own world. Your journey, it doesn't need to look like anyone else, as I said before, to be valid. Your journey doesn't have to look like everybody else for it to be valid. You are your own unique individual, and you are valid without anybody else comparison. Right? You are unique. So you don't need to look or feel like everybody else to be valid. No, you are already valid. So you don't need nobody else comparison. You don't need nobody. You don't need to look like nobody else. You don't need to feel like nobody else. You don't need to look like this one. You don't need to feel like this one. You don't need. No. You have your own look. You're born with your own look. You're born with your own unique self. Cherish it, guys. Love it up, because you are special and you are unique. Stop comparing yourself with others. Be you. Be your own unique self. Self-esteem versus external validation, as I said before. Check them out. What is so important? What is important here? Self-esteem versus external validation. I don't care about the external validation. You can validate as much as you want. But self-esteem, to me, is more important than the external validation. I'm not too concerned about what the world have to say or think about me. And you should not either. That's outside external validation. That's not in here. Okay? So, don't be fooled, guys. Alright? As I said before, the likes, the views, and the approval feel good. When you post something and you get 1 million views and 1,000 likes, and yeah, of course. Some kind of recognition, yeah, take a nice picture you put up there and get some click. You get some likes and what have you. But after that is done and said, right? This is just outside validation. It's not your worth. Okay? After those likes and views and approval, feel good, whatever, and social media, they don't define your worth. Social media likes, okay, The likes and the love and the this and the that and the hyping and the this and the that and the whatever whatever. Those are just outside validation and they don't define our worth. And when you use those things as approval, you lower your self-esteem over a period of time, don't even realizing that's what you're doing. And after a while, you get drained and you start getting frustrated and stressed out. Oh, I post something yesterday and I only get one like. I don't get even I only get zero. You get nada, nothing at all, right? And now you are focusing that on instead of focusing on your self-worth. It should not define your worth. What they post on Facebook, how many likes you get, how many hearts pop up, it should not define your worth, guys. So don't let anyone fool you. And don't lower your self-esteem because of that. Okay? Depending only on validation makes confidence fragile. When you depend on people validation on social media, validation from society, validation from organization, validation from co-workers, validation from this one, validation from over here, you are only making your confidence fragile. Your validation is right here. It's in you, guys. Not in no organization, not in no company, not in no friends, not in no boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever it is. It is right here. Okay? Right here. When self-worth comes from within, nothing at all. Nothing. When self-worth comes from within yourself, nothing at all can take that away. Because you build that foundation here. Right? You first believe in yourself before, even if someone don't want to validate you in a positive way, when it comes from here, nothing can take it away. Now we're going to talk about something very important. How do we build our self-esteem daily? Because this is very important. And I'm going to say to you, stop focusing on negativity. Because when you focus on negativity and stay around negative people, it lowers your self-esteem. Okay? Number one, keep promises you make to yourself. That is one point of building your self-esteem on a daily basis. Keep promises you make to yourself. Celebrate your progress, not just results. Some of us, we need a big result before we can celebrate. Celebrate the little progress that you make yesterday and this morning. Learn from mistakes instead of labeling yourself as failure. No, every circumstances we have in our life, we see them as failures. And we never stop one moment to say, what positive can come out of this thing that society deems as negative? You have to challenge yourself. When the devil show up his ugly face with some circumstances in your life, you have to ask yourself, what good can I turn around this? What good can I use this bad or this negative to turn around and make it into something positive? How can I come out victorious? You want to ask yourself that question. Right? So learn from your mistakes instead of labeling yourself as failure. Learn from your experiences. Learn from them. Stop labeling yourself and saying you're a failure. Surround yourself, as I said before, with people who uplift and not drain you. If you stay around a group of people who just negative and they just ready to drain you and they don't have no substance to give to you or pass on to you, then You're not going to get to build your self-esteem on a daily basis. You're just gonna be drained. Remember, guys, as we close out tonight, you are not behind. You are not broken. You are becoming, and that is enough. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to It's in You TV tonight. And I hope that you have a wonderful Valentine's. And please, guys, go out there and celebrate safely. And remember, when you first learn to love yourself, you know how to love others. May God continue to bless you all out there. Thanks to all my supporters out there, wherever you are and tuning in to It's in You TV. Remember, we are one family and we are here to encourage each other. If you have a topic or you have anything that you want to discuss, please drop it in the comments box and let us see your point, your opinion, and what you want to discuss, and I will work on that, guys, as a family. Remember, we are here, united we stand, divided we fall. Thank you again for tuning in, and have a blessed weekend.